Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie, and if you are new here, please do consider subscribing using that big red button down below. So I already filmed this video this morning, filmed about a 20-minute video, went to edit it and realised that my microphone was not charged. So this is not the first time I'm opening this tripod, but I think that's probably a good thing because I struggled a little bit in terms of moving the legs and things like that, so I sat there watching a YouTube video. But now I actually know how it works. I think this would be a better unboxing, but it's not going to be my first impressions because I already filmed that. I'll try and make it as authentic as possible in terms of how I reacted the first time, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend. So, backstory. I'm going travelling in about 10 days, less than that, next week basically, which will be this week while you're watching this video. With my husband Jeremy, we're going to South America for about 9 months, starting in Peru. And I already have a tripod, which is what the camera's sitting on right now, that I'm using right now. It's a Manfrotto, but it's quite big and heavy. Fantastic tripod. It's brilliant for sitting at home YouTube videos like this one. People who kind of have their camera in one place. It's very sturdy, very reliable. I think it's brilliant. But it's a little bit big to take travelling with me. So a couple of weeks ago, I bought another tripod to replace this one. I'll leave the name of it on screen, I can't quite remember, but I did an unboxing video of that one, and it's a funny one. So basically in the world of tripods, you can get a tripod for about £25–30, which is what I bought a couple of weeks ago, did the unboxing, and you can buy tripods that are the peak design that cost $400, $500, $600, somewhere around there, crazy expensive. And for me, I was kind of, I'm either going to spend the least amount of money or I'm going to buy the best thing possible. I didn't really think about buying something somewhere in the middle that's somewhat expensive but also kind of affordable. It's good, but it's not the best. I kind of went either cheap or everything. So I went for the cheap option and it was fine, but it was just very, very big. So this is going to be my backpack while traveling. And I wanted to get a tripod that would fit here basically. And the one that I ordered a couple of weeks ago, it was pretty tall. I think it's probably even taller than this rucksack. It was quite big. It was quite plasticky as well. And in terms of using the tripod, there was a lot of knobs and twizzly bits and lots of different things to be able to change the camera angle basically. So in terms of moving the camera forwards and backs, side to side, up and down, like there was lots of different knobs, and it just wasn't easy to use, honestly. Like whenever I went to use it, I was like, okay, how do I move the camera looking down? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. And obviously that is something you can get used to, but it was just big. It was cheaply made. It was a lot of plastic. It didn't feel sturdy. I felt like it was going to break at any point. The main thing though was it was big. I think if you were doing a sit-at-home YouTube video channel like this, it would be great. It was cheap. I think it was $25. I think I paid about £35. So it was very affordable compared to Manfrotto, which is a little bit more expensive. But it just wasn't quite what I was wanting for travelling. It was quite big and cumbersome, and I wanted something that was lighter. Not even necessarily lighter. I think this one weighs about the same, but just smaller in size and easier to use as well. So ended up going for a Manfrotto. I've unboxed it already, but I'm just going to do the whole like actual unboxing thing. So it came from Amazon. And I ordered the Manfrotto Element. Now, I think they have different versions of this. I got the small, I believe. I will leave it linked down below, the exact one that I got. I think I got the small, but I think there is a larger version as well. But this honestly is going to be fine for me. So it comes in this box. It shows you here it comes in red, blue, grey and black. I think I just went for the black option. Because it's just a tripod, I'm not bothered about the colour or it matching. I'm not super into all that. If anything, I kind of want it the most minimal as possible. It's got a central ball head, it's got twist leg locks, and it's got a telescopic, oh it has got that, no yeah okay, and it's got a telescopic center column. So some of these Manfrotto Element tripods, the leg comes off as a monopod, and also you can use the central common and put it downwards like through the tripod, so you can have your camera literally on the floor. This one, because it's a small version, doesn't have either of those two, which is fine. I don't think I've ever used a monopod in my life. I've never felt the need of being like, oh damn, I wish I had a monopod right now. So I'm not missing that out, I don't mind. And in terms of being able to have it on the floor, I'll just have to have a different angle of a photograph or handhold the camera. So I'm not too bothered. I just wanted something small, lightweight and easy to carry around basically. So if we get into the actual unboxing of the tripod, it comes in a carry bag like this, which I think is brilliant if you want to take it you know, adjust that in your camera if you're not taking a big bag. But already that is a lot smaller than the tripod that I bought a couple of weeks ago that I sent back to Amazon. So if we open the bag and pull it out, so there's nothing left in there. It is slightly padded, it's not like super thick, but it's good enough, I think. Okay, then it came in a plastic bag. And in here, there is a set of 3 Allen keys and 3 metal feet. Now I think this is so that you can put it on the bottom. I think you can replace these in case you're in snow or ice and you want to actually push your tripod into the ground a little bit harder. These are supposed to be what you would use for that. I don't know if I'll take these traveling with me. I guess I will, but I don't think I will need it, honestly. It's not something that I'm going to be reaching for all the time. So that comes in there, and it also comes with a instruction manual. Now, I'll be honest, the first time I opened this, I was a little bit confused. I didn't understand how to use the legs. I'll explain that in a second. Jeremy had to come and help. It was a whole thing. I kind of wish the first video had worked because I really was a hot mess. I was like, I don't know how this works, I don't know what I'm doing. But now I can actually give you a little bit more information. So, it does come with some instructions. And this is the tripod. This is how it comes. So the first thing you can do is just pull this down and you'll hear some clicking, and those clickings are the 3 settings where you can have your legs. So there, that's the first one, the second one and the third one. And then all you do is when you hear the clicking, you just press up slightly and it locks it in place. So if we do it on the first one here, you hear that click and then you push it up to lock it. And if we do the second one on this one, 1, 2. So there, that might be quite hard to see, but you can have 3 different angles for your legs. So you can have the long version, the middle version, or the pretty flat version. So I'm going to pop them all down to the longer version. Now this is something that I struggled with. I had no idea how it worked, but all you have to do is just keep pulling it down and then pull it out again. Again, we're going to pull it down and go out again. So that's kind of the basis of the tripod. Now, something I found really, really hard, I was trying to press this button to bring it back up again, but actually what you do is you bring it all the way down, then press the button and bring it all the way up again. So that's how you put it away. That took me a good 15 minutes to figure out how that worked. So I'm kind of glad I'm showing you now that I actually know what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the locking system. So it has kind of these nodules that you have to move the tripod down, clip this, and then it kind of clips onto here. I'll include some B-roll so you can kind of see that a little bit clearer. But overall, I think it's quite interesting. It's quite, yeah, it's a good design. I quite like it. In terms of the legs, so when I first opened this, I was doing it one by one. I was opening each one individually and then pulling it out. Whereas I then, when I was struggling to figure out what the heck to do with this tripod, I saw people like undo them all, pull it out, and then close them. So that's kind of a quick way. And then in reverse, if you open them, open, you can close it all up. And then my hand's not quite big enough, but you should be able to close all 4 at the same time. So it is quite quick compared to when you have to open each latch. So I do quite like that. I think that's going to be quite quick and quite clever when I'm traveling. So that's good. The central column does go up and down, so you unscrew this bit here and that can come up an extra 10 centimeters, 15 centimeters maybe, so a little bit taller. Like I said, this one does not have the option of going underneath, but some of the Manfrotto tripods, the bigger version of this specific style, does have the option where you can take this bit off and then put this central column through the other way. This doesn't have that option, but it does have a bag stand, a bag hook thing, which I think is going to be really useful if we're anywhere windy. I can set up my tripod, attach my bag and not worry about it blowing away, so that's really good. The thing I really like about this one is that it's all metal. So the one that I unboxed recently, a couple of weeks ago, it was all plastic. It felt really flimsy. It felt like it was going to break anytime soon. It felt clunky and chunky and just not well made. This feels well made. This feels like I can throw it on the floor and it'll be fine. The other one, if we throw it on the floor, it would have broken something. So that's the central column. We'll bring that back down again. And in terms of this, I did struggle with this at the beginning when I first opened it. You can take this off if you want to. I don't know why you would want to. I guess you could maybe buy a different head, you know, like one of the ones with like a handle on it. So that could go on there, but I'm going to stick with this. I think it's fine for what I need. So I'm just going to screw that back on. And if you want to make sure that that doesn't rotate anymore, you can tighten it here. And this knob is what controls the ball head on top here. So that all seems good. I'm happy with that. The one thing I did read online is that it's quite annoying to get your camera on and off. So this has a sliding system along the side here. So theoretically, you should be able to slide that on, slide and do it up and slide it off. It's different to the one that I have on the tripod I'm using right now. The tripod here is more like an open clip. Pop the camera in and then close it. This one is a sliding one, which sounds good, but they have a metal piece in the way. So rather than opening it a little bit and sliding it, you kind of have to open it a little bit more. That's closing it. Open a little bit more to then get it in. So I can't even do it now without the camera in. And then you can close it up again. So that just seems a lot more fiddly than what I'm used to. I think it's just going to have to be something I get used to, something I kind of work around and figure out. But I'm happy with that. It seems okay. It's also got one of the bubble things to make sure that your photographs are steady and still. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that the other tripod that I unboxed came with another plate, and it came with a phone adapter stand thing. This one doesn't. So this tripod and stand and phone holder thing is also Manfrotto. I bought this a couple of weeks ago to be able to vlog with my phone when I'm out traveling. So what I should be able to do is take this off if I want to film a reels or a video or take some selfies, anything like that. I'll be able to, I can't do it now because I need to secure it on properly, but I'll be able to take this from there and attach that on, which is brilliant. So that now becomes multi-use. You know, it's not just for my phone, for like my vlogging. I can also use this, there we go. I can also use this phone clamp for my tripod as well. So that's all brilliant, that all works well. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with it. It was about £100, €100, something around there. I will leave it linked down below on Amazon UK and Amazon USA, if I can find them both. But I'm so happy with it. It seems like kind of everything I wanted. It's not quite the peak design, like super swish $400, $600, whatever it is, tripod, but it is a lot better than the previous one that I'd ordered. So yeah, I'd recommend, if you're staying at home, like I said, if you're staying at home, doing YouTube videos in your bedroom, the one that I ordered a couple of weeks ago would be perfect. I will leave it linked down below. It's not a bad tripod. It's just not good for traveling. I think it would break far too easily. This is great for traveling. So in terms of putting the legs back up again, I was struggling with this for ages. I was trying to press this button. You don't do that at all. You simply close it down further so that you're away from the notches, and then you press it and then you lift it all the way up. In terms of the ball head here, you do want to make sure that these knobs and things aren't in the way of the legs as you close them up. So I'm just moving that around, and then I'm just going to pop this down. So that should be good there. So again, bring the leg down, then press the clip and bring it all the way up, and that slots in. And then this one, bring the leg down, press the button, and it comes up, and it should squeeze into there. So that is now my travel tripod. Obviously it's probably bigger than the Peak Design one, but I'm quite happy with this size and the weight. It is about 1.2 kilos if I remember. So it weighs 1.2 kilos, which is 2.65 pounds. The maximum weight you can put on there is 4 kilos, which is 8.8 pounds. The size of it like this is 32 centimeters, which is 12.5 inches. My previous tripod I think was about 48 or 50 centimeters. So it's a good kind of 15 centimeters smaller, which is huge. That's like, you know, this much bigger basically it was. It was really big. And the last thing it says, it goes up to 143 centimeters, which is 56.3 inches. So I am super happy with this. I think it's brilliant, honestly. It is heavy. It's light for a tripod, but it is quite heavy, I find. But if we look at it compared to my bag, actually what I'm going to do is insert some footage now of me popping the old tripod on my bag so you can see how big it is. So I want to see if this will fit in the pocket at the side, because this is the bag I'm going to be going travelling with. So I need to have something that fits in there really. Okay, that's huge. I've seen some photographers do this, is to put 2 legs in there and keep 1 leg out. And then I could use this. And I can use that to keep it secure. So yeah, it does fit. It definitely fits on. It is bigger than I was expecting, probably bigger than I was wanting, but... Okay, we're back. And now I can show you how big this one is. So this will slot all 3 legs into the side there. I do also have a side buckle which I can wrap around, or I can go through the legs if I want to, just to secure that in place. But if you can see, that's smaller than my bag. So my bag height is here, that's smaller, which I think is brilliant. The other option, that seems like the easiest way to use it. The other option, of course, is to pop 2 legs in there and the ball head, and to keep 1 leg out. And then you can pop this strap through the legs just to keep it super secure, and then press that down. So I do have 2 different ways of popping this in my bag. Either way, I think it works really, really well. Okay, so it does come with the bag. I'm not sure I'm going to be using this or taking it with me. I'm not that precious about it. Maybe I should be, I don't know. I feel like if I have that as well, like I don't think I'm ever going to take my tripod without taking my big bag. Oh, it does fit in there. That's fine. It does fit in with the bag. I just don't think that's probably for me. So I will keep it just for, you know, next time I come home. But I'm probably not going to be taking that with me. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this tripod, honestly. I think it's a good size. I think it was a pretty good price considering. And it seems like it's going to stand the test of time. It's not going to break easily. And I think it's going to be something that maybe I don't use all the time, because the reason I'm taking a tripod is to record videos like this whilst I'm traveling. So any kind of sit down videos, any kind of interviews, anything like that I might want to do. I might also use it if I want to take some selfies and some pictures of me and Jeremy on our travels, and also maybe things like sunset or waterfalls, you know, things where you want to keep your camera still. So it's not something I'm going to use every single day in terms of photography. I'll use it probably maybe once or twice a week in terms of videos. I'm not going to use it every day, so I did want something just small and lightweight and not too expensive. Like I said, it was £100. It's, you know, 3 times the price of my old one, but it's also way more than 3 times better. So if you have any questions about this tripod, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer any of your questions that you might have. Otherwise, please do subscribe for more videos, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon. Bye.